Hello, Opus family. Look, this is the first time that I'm like checking that it's actually on and I can see the delay. Cool, I can see myself watching myself. So y'all have to forgive me for just a little bit of fun, why not? So today I think that I have social media management as our topic. I think we're going to revisit a past topic. So I think that's correct. So we've talked quite extensively about several things throughout this year, right? Like as we've gone through it, we've talked about interviewing, we've talked about brand, we've talked about social media management, CRMs, we've talked about SharePoint, different things that we offer. So if you haven't joined us before, my name is Kayla. I am the client account consultant here at Opus Management. We are a business consulting firm. Our goal is to help businesses manage today's technology, whether that's with their with an intranet, helping you build out better processes to streamline everything in HR, in your project management, in any of those pieces. That's what we're here for. So consultations are always free. We can do a quick discovery. If you check us out on our website, so opusmanagement.us, or even on our social media design and marketing, so that is opusmanagementdesign.com. You can find either place there where you can schedule a meeting with us in general. Here at Opus, you can schedule a meeting with myself or with TJ if you are on our marketing design website. And so feel free to step over there and check those out if you would like to. Other than that, we love for you that we appreciate you guys following us on whichever social media platform that you're on, whether that is Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, or even LinkedIn. You can follow us on any of the other social medias I mentioned there as well. We appreciate you guys being a part of this and for taking the time out of your day to sit with me and just talk about some different topics. So today and we like to call it Water Cooler Wednesday, right around lunchtime when everybody needs a break, because I don't know what time you got started, but I got started early this morning. I want to talk a little bit about culture. So we talked about social media management last week and, and kind of some of the things that we were going through here at Opus with a new client and things that we were discussing. As we were doing that, it kind of came up where, talking about the company's culture and the brand and how, bringing that across social media and ensuring that, people are understanding where you as a company, or even if you're thinking about yourself on LinkedIn or Facebook, how you come across as a brand, right? Because that message that you send on a daily basis really is going to shape the people around you and the way that people expect you to post. So having a consistent message that's clear, that it starts to get recognizable across the board is really important. So, as we kind of chit chat, and you guys are welcome to throw some things out there, think about how you come across on day to day, right? Like how your message is coming across, is that between the things that you're sharing and the things that you're posting on any of your social media accounts, the way that you're sending emails, the way that you're responding to people, a lot of those things really shape your brand as yourself. And that's kind of where we start, right? So it's something to take into consideration when you start talking about or start looking at, interviewing and hiring people and what you would like to see and, what you want to bring to your team to diversify it and really help drive drive that productivity or drive the engagement amongst the entire team. So all these pieces fall hand in hand. And how you're able to interact and influence your employees, based on the perception of your brand is really crucial. So just something, think about that on a like for me, I think about it on a personal level. Like, what does my brand look like when I post on either on any of the social media, or if I'm going on these live feeds, what does that look like? If you went back and looked through all of my LinkedIn pieces, if you went back and looked at, my Facebook or my Instagram, like what is it that I'm presenting as myself, and would somebody who didn't know me understand what my core values were based on that? So like, have I stuck to, the principles and the things that really that are true to me, right? Like whether that being honest with people, making them feel seen and heard, really helping them to get the best out of it, out of whatever is going on, even when it's not something that benefits me. It's not always, it's not about the benefit for me. When I think about like my core values and what I want to be known for, right? Like, what is that legacy that I leave behind when I'm not here? And companies do the same thing. So if you are managing the brand of your company or the social media for your business, for those of us that are a small business and there's only one or two people, and you've got that one or two people running all the social media, you want to keep that message consistent and be very clear. So getting clear about what your values are, what your mission statement is, what the vision is, where you're going, can help not only as you build the business and you start to grow internally by hiring new employees, but also as you're growing and bringing on more staff, right? So as you're hiring employees, you want people that embody those values and believe in your mission and your vision. Because if they're not going to follow that, then you're making a bad hire, essentially, right? Like, if you can't flush that out in an interview and decide kind of what that person's values are, why they really want to come to work for you, why do they want this job? Is it just a paycheck? Because if it's just a paycheck, guess what? When somebody else comes in and offers them 50 cents more, they're gonna go for that. So if you can determine, kind of what their values are, kind of what their beliefs are, if it ties into your company's culture, then it makes for a better fit. And it helps with decreasing turnover. It helps with efficiency. It's going to help with engagement. That piece is just going to drive that engagement more. And an engaged employee is an employee that's very easy to empower. So we talked a little bit last week about the new company that we are that we're managing their social media on. And that's kind of one of those things is we're looking at how do we engage the employees around social media to start to continue to build the brand, to continue to build the presence of this group that's out there. And if you've been on one of my water cooler Wednesdays before, I talk a lot about internal customers. Our employees are really the internal customers. If we're taking care of them, then they're going to take care of the clients in turn. And so how you treat them really is going to affect how they're treating their customers in front of them. Kind of that trickle-down effect piece. So as we continue to think about the culture and the values and the brand that we are presenting with the company, the employees play a piece of it, the customers play a piece of it, But really, I mean, our biggest concern is, yes, we want customers coming through the door. We want them to come in and have a good experience. And how we continue to do that is through that empowerment piece of the employees. If the employee's engaged, the employee's happy, and they feel like they can make a choice in a moment and take some of that ownership, right, for their work, then that's going to just drive their engagement, and that's going to drive the customer satisfaction and the experience, because I love this saying too, right? Like, nobody comes to work to do a bad job. Nobody wants to come in and do a bad job. It's just not, like, I don't feel it's in anybody's wheelhouse to be like, you know what, I'm going to go to work today and I'm going to do a bad job. Things happen. Our personal life, things happen in our professional life, things happen just in general. Like, we just have bad days. Nothing is ever perfect. And so, if they feel like they are valued, if they feel like they are, that they're making a difference and that they matter as an employee within the company, that comes from management, right? And comes from the culture in the business. You're going to get a better, even on the bad days, you're going to get a better version of them than if they aren't engaged, if they don't feel valued, if they don't feel like they can make a decision. If you've got people running to you every 5 minutes asking, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? What about this? One, it takes away time from managers, owners, operators, whatever it is that your title is. It takes away from your time, making you less productive. And then it takes away their power, and they just become almost pawns, right? Like, they're waiting to be told what their next move is. Nobody wants to do that. That's not fun. That's not fun for anybody. While some people need a little more help in the beginning, like to understand, like, hey, if you're staying around, there's things that you can look for and you can do, and help out. Nobody wants to be constantly micromanaged. I don't feel, just like they don't want to do a bad job, they want to constantly be micromanaged. There's ways to help that. We can talk about those at some point, but it doesn't generally make for a committed employee. Talking, as you're thinking about culture, I think that a lot of people are starting to realize that 90-hour work week, or that workaholic, the person that doesn't really sleep, doesn't take vacations, like, that's not healthy either. So having you want to have a culture that doesn't celebrate the person that never takes vacation. You want to celebrate the leader that's able to take vacation and the team still runs just as smoothly. This sounds really bad when I say this, right? But you have to think about it for a second. If you're not replaceable, you are not promotable. So if I can't teach somebody to do my job and then help them be successful in it, I can't be promoted. So if I'm the only one that can do my job, if I'm the only one that can ever be a client account consultant, I'm the only one that, can run the lives and do the demos and set up different, SharePoint options. If I'm the only one that can do that, why would I get promoted? If I can't teach that, if I can't replicate what I'm able to do, if I can't teach somebody to do what I do, then why would I get promoted? If I'm the most efficient at what I do, why would I get promoted? It would cost the company money. It would cost my employer, my boss, money. And I mean, ultimately, it is business, right? So, like, don't kid yourself. It is business, and the goal is to make money. But in order to keep me as an employee happy, you got to give me some kind of promotion. You got to be able to let me see a light at the end of the tunnel and see where I'm going next. I might be my own worst enemy and get in the way. I've had plenty of direct reports that have done that, but you've got to be able to understand and teach out your skills, and really help define where someone's going, because the loyalty to the company helps reduce the turnover piece as well. and part of that being able to step away and be replaceable and have someone that can, you know, step in is part of that work-life balance, right? Like if I never take a vacation, if I never step away from my computer and take a vacation, one, mentally I'm not, man, that's gonna suck for me. As much as I love my job, I don't want to do it 24/7, 365 days a year. And being able to step away and understand that time away is good, it's needed, especially with family, connecting with friends, being able to take some time for yourself and, you know, really go enjoy some things. Being able to do that and not stress out about what's going on back at the office, not having to check your phone every, 10 minutes to make sure that things haven't exploded. That comes from, from the culture. It comes from, being able to empower the team members, being able to mentor and develop your direct reports, helping them to really shine in what they're able to do. So just a couple of thoughts around culture, and some of the pieces that to me make what a company, make culture within a company, right? And that's really all, some of the things that I feel like going through with my experience as a manager throughout different companies really stand out. And there's some things to think about and kind of marinate on to decide. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about in June yet. I kind of like to have a theme. We didn't so much have a theme this month. But so any suggestions, I would love to hear, guys. You are welcome to leave them on any of our social media pages. So you can tootle over to Facebook or Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, shoot us a note on, shoot us an @ on Twitter. Find us there. Jump over to our website, opusmanagement.us. Or even opusmanagementdesigns.com, and you can leave us a note on things that you would like to hear, things that you would like to talk about. I'm happy to broach any subject. If I don't, one, have an opinion on it, or two, know anything about it, I'll either learn it, or I'll get somebody that does. We've got a lot of great companies that we work with that know a lot of things, and we can invite them on and have some conversations. Outside of that, would love to see y'all. Join us on any of our on any of those platforms. Come check it out. Come back next Wednesday. I'll be here, same time, 11:30 Texas time, so that's Central Standard Time, and each Wednesday following that. Again, my name is Kayla. I'm the client account consultant here at Opus Management. I appreciate you guys being on and listening to me talk for the last 20 minutes. Look forward to seeing y'all again and hearing from you. If you've got any questions, shoot them our way. We're happy to help at any time. Thanks, y'all. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. You're halfway through. My mouse won't work.